Election Commission Gyanesh Kumar ji, who is sitting in the chair of Election Commission, Chief Election Commission of India, has definitely probably completed 80% of his work, which was given to him as a RSS and BJP Karyakarta by Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji. Now, this BJP worker who probably has been caught on camera, was a social worker. So no action against her. Ajit Anjum Sahab, who was actually filming the act of honesty being undertaken by the corrupt officials of election commission. He has been booked, an FIR has been slapped against him. What is the difference between these two people? Difference is only one. Ajit Anjum Sahab does not belong to RSS and BJP. This SIR exercise is not going to stop through Supreme Court. End of the story. It will be something too much to ask from Supreme Court, frankly speaking. The Prime Minister, he's sitting on the chair of Prime Minister. He's not acting as one. Gyanesh Kumar ji is sitting on the seat, constitutional seat of Chief Election Commission of India. He's not acting like one. To the contrary, they are doing everything. They are actually the role model how a Prime Minister should not be and how an election commission should not be.
Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. Now, when you talk about the Bihar's special intensive revision exercise of the electoral rolls, the only term which comes to your mind is irregularities and irregularities, because irregularities are galore. And what has happened? There are various YouTubers who are on the ground, and the most prominent of them is Mr. Ajit Anjum, who's running a very prominent channel of his own. He's on the ground. He's reporting day in and day out. He's going from one block to the other, exposing as to what are the irregularities in this Bihar's SIR. Now, what he has reported of late is that all the enumeration forms are being uploaded without talking to the voters, without visiting the voters' homes. Now, that is a big irregularity. There are people on the ground whom he met have said that they've not signed. Some of the forms are without the photographs. Now, how can an SIR exercise undertake like this? And to top it all, there is an FIR which has been lodged against Mr. Ajit Anjum. And there is a huge outpouring on the social media, on the alternate media, for why this FIR has been filed against Ajit Anjum. Is it only because that he has exposed the irregularities? The Election Commission is on the back foot. Then there are stories of the BLOs, that they are under pressure. There is an incident of a BDO, that is a block development officer, who apparently resigned because of so much pressure on him. All the BLOs are under tremendous pressure because they have been given targets to complete. Now, how can a 1 month exercise do justice? And today, to top it all, I'm also going to talk about a little video which Tejasvi Yadav shared on his Twitter line. And that video, I don't know the place exactly, to be honest, from which place that video was, but he has tweeted that video where it shows that along with the BLOs, there is a BJP. There are 2-3 people from BJP who are sitting and who are trying to consummate the exercise of the BLOs. Whatever BLO is doing, the completion work is done by the BJP leaders. In that video, there is a BJP lady who's apparently the Zilla president or something. And when the person who's shooting the video, and when that person asks her in what capacity she's sitting there, so she says, I'm a samajik karyakarta, that I'm a social activist. Now, God knows who has given her the permission to sit along with the BLOs. Has Election Commission given the permission to the BJP leader to sit along with the BLOs? Now, what kind of a hogwash is this? It's become a joke, and I thought of speaking on this issue. Joining me this evening is Supreme Court lawyer and activist Mehmood Pracha, who's also been chasing this issue very, very vigorously. Thank you so much, Pracha, for joining. And what we are seeing on the ground is really, really pathetic. I really have no words now to describe as to what is happening. Enumeration forms being uploaded, and election commission says that 80% of the work is over, where the voters photographs are not there, voters signatures are not there, BLOs are not even visiting the voters at home. What is really happening on the ground in Bihar? I'm not able to understand, and each day as the time is unfolding, there are new irregularities which are coming up. And today there is a video which has been tweeted by Tejasvi Yadav, where a BJP leader, a woman leader, is sitting along with the BLOs, and she's saying that I'm doing some social service. And Tejasvi Yadav has tweeted that video. What are they doing over there? Who has given them the permission to sit along with the BLOs?
Election Commission Ganesh Kumarji, who is sitting in the chair of Election Commission, Chief Election Commission of India, has definitely probably completed 80% of his work, which was given to him as a RSS and BJP Karyakarta by Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji. That's crystal clear. Everything else he says in the public domain, that we have completed the verification, we have completed SIR exercise, which is totally, by the way, absolutely patently illegal, uh, 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 illegal work and act, and it is a penal offense, I would say. So, therefore, the only task is manipulation of the election, deletion of elections at the behest of the Panna Pramukhs of BJP. From day one, probably that 80% work they have completed, and that's what he is saying. Otherwise, everything else he says as sitting in that chair is an absolute lie. He has no capacity to say anything which is nearing truth. If we people, if important people of this country, especially the opposition political party leaders, do not realize this fact, then they will keep on playing in the hands of RSS and BJP through Mr. Ganesh Kumar and all his corrupt officials who are hell bent upon managing this election to make RSS and BJP win the election of Bihar. Everything else is immaterial, because proof of everything, whatever I am saying, it will come. But it will come after the election. Like every election, we have been warning opposition parties, and in every election, they play the gentleman's role and then lose the election and then cry foul. Now, imagine what Election Commission is saying. Just wait, and that will substantiate my point of Ganesh Kumar Saab losing any capacity to say anything which is truthful. Now, this BJP worker who probably has been caught on camera, was a social worker. So no action against her. Ajit Anjum Sahab, who was actually filming the act of honesty being undertaken by the corrupt officials of election commission. He has been booked. An FIR has been slapped against him. What is the difference between these two people? Difference is only one. Ajit Anjum Saab does not belong to RSS and BJP. He was exposing the work, and I think the Anjum Saab went to the first place, and where he found what he found. I mean, he did not visit all upward of 77,000 booths of Bihar. It was success probably on first instance. So if he had actually waited, he could have found out a Panna Pramukh sitting there. In every booth, there will be a Panna Pramukh sitting, or a BJP RSS person sitting doing this exercise. I have said this from day one. Now, Tejasvi Yadav Sahab is saying that we have now found out. What is there to find out? The very exercise is illegal. They file a half-hearted case in Supreme Court, do not even ask for an interim stay. What do you expect out of Supreme Court? So what has been scuttled by going to Supreme Court is the public outcry, which was tremendous in nature on 9th of this month, where a Bihar Bandh had been called by the opposition parties. That has been scuttled because now your own lawyers have said that we do not want an interim stay. We will wait till 28th of July. By 28th of July, 100% work of RSS and BJP through Mr. Ganesh Kumar and his corrupt officials will be complete. That's the sum and substance of this entire story of SIR. There is nothing into it, nothing else into it. There can be nothing else into it. That's my categorical statement.
But do we need now more proof to show as to what is really happening on the ground with BLOs? BLOs have been, mind you, they have been asked after Ajit Anjum's FIR. BLOs have been asked not to speak to the media. Now, is that possible? They've been debarred from interacting with the media. How does media now expose what is really happening on the ground? Because BLOs were an important source. You remember the news laundry story, which was done a few months back. They also spoke to the BLOs of certain pockets in Delhi, and that's how they came to know as to what was really happening and what kind of bungling was happening. So, what does it really go to show? BLOs also have been asked not to speak to the media. BLOs are under tremendous pressure. I've heard reports of the people from Bihar saying that their honorarium has been restrained, and they have been told that until unless you meet the target, your money is not going to be paid. This is what the election authorities seemingly have told the BLOs. So, what kind of an attitude do we see as far as election commission is concerned? Their treatment with the BLOs.
If you ask this question, I think I have not been able to make my point clear. Do we need more proof? What will you do with that proof? This kind of proof is erupting out despite the fact that election commission has used everything illegal under its command to threaten its officers. That's crystal clear. And for that, you don't need any proof because this exercise is illegal. This exercise is patently illegal. There is nothing legal in this exercise. It's a crime which is being committed.
No,
So,
but
what
Mehmood,
more
tell me
proof do you
honestly.
want? See, Ajit
No, but
Anjum Saab has given you proof, and the proof is that election commission is not giving proof.
No, but my point is that when the hearing happens on 28th July, is Election Commission going to take cognizance of all these ground reports? There is a story in Dainik Bhaskar also. Several regional papers of Bihar have reported that this kind of a bungling is happening in the name of SIR. Is Supreme Court going to take cognizance of these reports, or will they say that this is not enough?
I don't think Supreme Court will take any cognizance of this. That's my gut feeling, and it will. You will. The world will see. This SIR exercise is not going to stop through Supreme Court. End of the story. It will be something too much to ask from Supreme Court, frankly speaking, and not just under the circumstances. The way our case is being argued, that is the biggest reason. The first thing is you should not have gone to the court, and then the way you argue, and the way I see, Niluji, I will be very frank once again, and for the last time. So, the proof of illegality, patent illegality, and criminal nature of Ganesh Kumar and all his corrupt officials are that they are not videographing this entire procedure and that they are not showing it to the world, that we are doing it in an absolute honest manner, moral manner. That is proof enough. We don't need any Anjum Saab to go there. Don't need any Tejasvi Yadav Saab to tweet anything. We don't need any Dainik Bhaskar or any journalist, honest journalist, I would say, to come out with this fact. This fact has to be established because it is something very, very extraordinary. This has not happened ever before in such a hasty manner, in such a surreptitious manner. So to prove that nothing is wrong, it was the duty, and it is the duty, and it will remain the duty of the election commission, Mr. Ganesh Kumar and his team, to show to the world that we are not doing anything illegal, we are not doing anything, an iota of bungling. The proof has to be given by them, not by the other way around. And people are talking to the election commission. I mean, we are saying intelligent people, people who are understanding the things, are clearly saying no need to talk to election commission, come to the streets, hit the streets, peacefully protest. Election commission is hand in glove with RSS. What proof do you want? Proof they will kill people. Next would be, see, any honest officer who feels that he is ready to give up the livelihood of his children and his family will resign. There is no other option for an honest person to work for SIR. That's my clear cut statement. Not even one honest person will work for this SIR as BLO, as ERO, or anything.
No,
So,
but
what proof do we want?
no, but BLOs are in a very helpless position because they are ultimately, at the end of the day, some of them, do the job of reading the electricity meters. Some of them are Anganwadi workers. Some of them are Sarkari teachers. You can't blame the BLOs. But for what is happening currently, how should the accountability of Ganesh Kumar be held, and how should one prove that it is Ganesh Kumar along with BJP and RSS who are trying to unfold this enigmatic problem and a fraud which is playing out in Bihar?
See, BLOs are not some very, very piddly little thing, I would say. They are doing a statutory work. What kind of statutory work? Determining the transfer of sovereignty of people of Bihar to their loyal servants, who they choose. Taking away the citizenship of owners of this country. Baba Sahib Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar has made every individual citizen as an equal owner and partner of the country. They cannot be termed as they are helpless. Yes, they are helpless because they and their family will starve if they lose this job. And that is the sword which the Ganesh Kumar Sahab and RSS and BJP hangs on the heads of all honest officers of the government. But that will not be an excuse because time will come. I am telling each BLO, each ERO, do not divert from the law, honesty, and moral values. Do not do it. It is a crime. You will be held responsible today, tomorrow, day after. Do not do it. Tell your superior, this is the real fact. We cannot go to 100 houses in a day, in 2 days, in a week, in a month, and check out all details, because if they are doing this work honestly, with integrity, they will have to factor in the fact that people are not there. And I'm not entering into the legality of the of this entire exercise. Presuming that this illegal exercise is legal for some reason. I'm saying it then. BLO has to and EROs have to, and BLO has got no power. EROs have to understand the problems of the people. If they are not having a document, he has to go with them to the government officials concerned and get those documents out. If documents are not being given, he has to go and check the record himself. If he does not undertake that exercise, if he just rise the person, and this is still honestly, some BLOs and EROs are totally hand in glove with the RSS and BJP. They are doing this exercise deliberately in a criminal manner. I'm talking about the honest people. He cannot turn around and say and write in his report, the owner of the house or the people living there could not show any document. He has to undertake that exercise, and he has to give proof that he undertook all these exercises, that he went to every extent to actually collect proofs of whatever statements the people had given while undertaking this exercise. That is his responsibility. I don't think our political leaders are understanding this nitty-gritty of this entire exercise. He has to do everything.
No, but
Cannot put
also
this
we
burden
must.
on the poor citizen.
Right. No,
Cannot.
of course, the onus can't be put on the citizens. You're right, absolutely. But I
So
also want to
records,
understand.
Niluji, let me make it very clear. Records, citizen is not supposed to keep records of things. And states like Bihar, where everybody is saying floods and all that stuff is otherwise. Even if I keep in my house and I lose it for some reason.
True.
So do I have to be punished for this small act of losing some of my documents by taking away my citizenship and my voting right? No. ERO have to confirm, dig these documents out and give proof. if after digging, he has to show what digging did he do, what investigation did he do, what offices he went, and what was their replies, and that he has to actually enumerate in the note sheet what he is preparing for each form. If he doesn't do that, he is going behind bars today, tomorrow, or day after. Let me tell you this very frankly.
No, but I also want to understand the mystery behind these enumeration forms, because these forms themselves have become a center of fraud. How they are uploaded without photographs. I was seeing, I watched that entire video of Ajit Anjum yesterday, which the one which he did at Begusarai, and he said that the forms have been uploaded. No BLO has bothered to visit the voters. In fact, he spoke to some of the people on the ground and they said, हमारी तो photograph भी नहीं ली, हमसे sign नहीं करवाया, so there are no signatures, no photographs, and 80% of the enumeration forms Election Commission says has been uploaded.
Exactly, that's my point. Because that is the mandate. See, RSS Panna Pramukhs have done this exercise long ago. What is this exercise? Identify booths which do not identify voters who do not vote for BJP. Strike their names off. Take their citizenship. Take their citizenships. That's the exercise. And in that, I agree. Maybe they have completed that 80% work. And I don't know why they are so incompetent that they have not completed this exercise before even starting this. Actually, they are playing fraud on us by saying that they have just completed 80% work. My gut feeling is that before this exercise even started last month, they had completed this exercise there just to fill up those fraudulent forms and just make a statement that election commission has to make a statement, Ganesh Kumarji, that we have completed this exercise. And I've also seen videos where these forms are being, I've seen them, whether they are true or not, I will not state, but I've seen that these forms are scattered across the streets. So this collection exercise is a farcical exercise. Ajit Andum Saab's fault is that he's asking, or rather he's not even asking videos. He's showing videos. I mean, and he's not gone to, I think, thousands of booths. The first booth he visited, probably that's what has happened. He got this. If he will go to 77,000 booths, I think in majority of the booths, this will be the story. And
No,
and
I'm
the reason
sure.
why there is an FIR, the reason
Right.
of filing an FIR is to prevent other honest journalists, local journalists, especially these social media reporters, who are very active across the country, especially at the grassroots levels. So every local journalist will make a video of 77,000 booths. Do you want this? And everywhere Ajit Andum Saab's story will be replicated. You want that? Certainly Modi ji will not want that. I would want that. You would want that.
But
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 Modi
no
ji will
matter
not
how
want that.
much they no, but how much the election commission may have thought that the FIR will prevent other journalists from going. Today only we have done on another platform. We have done a solidarity show for Ajit Anjum, where all the alternate media people had come in, and they were trying to express what had happened. So is it going to result in a big backlash, which could put Modi and election commission both into big trouble?
You have a hope in hell. I think probably you have started thinking like our opposition people that Modi ji is the prime minister. He's sitting on the chair of prime minister. He's not acting as one. Gyanesh Kumar ji is sitting on the seat, constitutional seat of Chief Election Commission of India. He's not acting like one. To the contrary, they are doing everything. Uh, they are actually the role model how a prime minister should not be and how an election commission should not be. Mr. Gyanesh Kumar, Rajiv Kumar ji, and every election commissioner who had joined after 2014-15 when Modi ji came is a role model of how not to be an election commissioner. That's the reality. Let's talk facts. Let's talk truth. Let's talk hard truth. Enough of balancing. Enough.
No, I'm
Ajit
also
Anjum
I
Sahab has done his
also
duty.
balancing.
See, Neelu ji, Ajit Anjum Sahab has done his duty. Now If there is an honest election commission, he will come out with the videography of each and every person his EROs and BLOs have visited and show it
Yes.
to the world
Who will
that this
demand?
is the
Who
exercise.
will demand this videography? Are you going to demand it through a petition, through a separate petition, Pracha? Who's going to demand this videography of how this SIR is being conducted? Who will demand this?
See, there are, I can foresee just three possibilities. A, and actually, I would say that the work of social activists, civil society, and the journalists, the honest journalists, whoever are left in the country today, is over. We have pointed out clearly, substantiated our claims that election commission is unacceptable. I will straight away
Yes.
answer your question. See,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
please.
the, there are three possibilities, which I will just illustrate for your viewers. But before that, I must say that the journalists, the civil society, the social activists, and everybody else, other than the political parties, have done their job. Ajit Anjum Saab has shown that this is the fraud which people like us, civil society people, have been telling them that this is an exercise to remove the names of people who do not vote, not just Muslims. I would stress that, especially the remove the names of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, and Sikh, Christian, both, and women and poor people from the voting list who do not vote for BJP. We've been saying this. Ajit Anjum Saab and others, honest journalists, Bhaskar and others, have shown this on camera that this is the exercise. Where this BJP person doing this social work is also come on camera. Now, there are three possibilities. One is that this exercise continues, and Supreme Court, I believe, is not going to interfere in any substantial manner, and this exercise finishes and BJP wins the elections hands down. And removing even Chirag Paswan Saab from the scene and Nitish Kumar Saab from the scene, they will be capable of forming the government independently. That's their game plan. That's one scenario. Because they have those the machines also, no, the electronic thing. Uh, so they are going to win hands down. One. Second, if the the public of Bihar defeats not just the RSS, BTP, GAP cadres voting, defeats the machines through which 15 to 20% votes are manipulated, and defeats this removal of non-RSS and BJP votes from the list. If the people vote in such large numbers and defeats and overcome all these three aspects, then uh, the India Gadbandhan will form the government. Third, third thing is which should actually happen. The opposition party leaders and all the honest activists who really are not actually, and this will be the proof, not actually with RSS and BJP, will withdraw. I'm saying this with full sense of responsibility. Withdraw their cases forthwith from Supreme Court, saying that 28th date is too long. No order has been passed till date. If we wait, this petition itself will become infructuous for Bihar. We will fight this academically only. Then, and they hit the streets. People have shown on 9th itself in what large numbers they will come on the ground to support political parties. This is the solution. That if that happens, then you see the NDA, BJP, RSS, and its allies will lose their deposits in most of the seats. These are the three scenarios. There is no other fourth scenario. Do not depend on withdraw your cases from Supreme Court. That's my and time will live up to whatever I am saying. People will remember
Absolutely.
that I said this today. Withdraw cases from Supreme Court, hit the streets, start peaceful protests. Do not participate in this exercise. Force by constitutional peaceful means the election commission to withdraw this exercise and hold these elections without such manipulation. I think, and then help us people also to contain uh, the fraudulent machines in this Bihar elections.
True.
NDA will lose hands down most of the seats.
But surely the way things are unfolding on the ground in Bihar, it seems that special intensive revision exercise has become a sham, which is laced in fraud and which is so visible. And people like Ajit Anjum have exposed this fraud. Will the courts really open their eyes and see what is really happening? Is all what we want to see now, what happens on 28th of July. But yes, lots of questions, but not very concrete answers coming from the election commission or even from the people who are working on the ground. Thank you so much, Mr. Mehmood Pracha, for joining on
Thank you so
HW.
much.
Thank you.